Yes, he features prominently in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes.
Did you say Sherlock
Well, there might as well be
Holmes?
fan fiction.
You know what? Whatever. I made a new one. People always looking at me now. They're whispering rumors about me under their breath, I'm sure.
Rumors?
Not the angle I thought we were gonna go with. I thought we were gonna go with, yeah, you know, when you're a really popular detective, witnesses don't want to talk to you.
So hearing the sweet, sentimental tones of a compatriot's voice here in this damp, dark hellhole was a most monumentally moving moment.
I love this guy.
This guy's
You know,
so
in
good.
case you forgot, this game was an anime.
Hello, everybody. KVTV on the Sun, and welcome back to Case 4 of the Great Ace Attorney. We're here with Soseki. We just finished talking with him. I believe Naruhodo still isn't sure about taking up the defense, so we're just gonna move to do the investigation now.
We all confused.
That's fine, because I don't really want to shout anymore. I love Soseki, but he's a lot. 19th of February, Briar Road.
He does seem like a lot.
He's a lot.
What a nice looking snowman.
Aw. So this is where it happened. Briar Road.
Wait, it is? That snowman's a witness then! Has anyone questioned the snowman?
I don't know, let's go ask the coppers.
Look, Mr. Naruhodo, a witness, a snowman. Oh, I guess we're not gonna look at that. Look at that regulation metal helmet. It's unmistakable. The men of Scotland Yard are here. They're investigating as we speak.
Oh, Susato's fangirling. That is their job, you know?
Mr. Naruhodo, to see one of our own eyes. They're often depicted in the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, but I never dreamt I've seen them come this close. To...
You work with an attorney. You're going
It's
to
okay,
run
you're-
into them.
She's running over her words because she's so excited.
She is very excited. She's very excited.
Oh, really, Bobby's helmets.
What? The helmet?
Bobby?
The Bobby, yeah. Polices
they're
are called
called,
Bobby, yeah.
Of course. I have to try on one day.
Well, I hope your Hattie dream comes true. Of all the things, she just wants the hat. Oh, hi, Gregson.
Yes, I suppose, well. What's the Japanese delegation doing here?
Our jobs?
Oh, Inspector Gregson.
This isn't a tourist trail, as I'm fairly sure you're well aware.
Yes, of course. We're here to investigate.
So you've been holding the cells, then? Been to them, that is. What do you make of the criminal?
He's not a criminal as you put it, Inspector. He's a suspect.
We'll see about that. You Japanese like to stick together, I suppose.
That's racist.
Sir.
Also, your fish and chips did literally just refill themselves.
We've been over this. Yes,
I know, but I saw it happen this time.
Okay, well, Lewis, I'm gonna blow your mind. You see that thing in his hat right there?
Yes.
It's chocolate.
What?
Well, do what you will. It doesn't bother me. The bloke's in court tomorrow, whatever happens. And the verdict's a foregone conclusion.
Ugh. The stone-cold air of rejection.
Hey, Kat. London at this time of year is full of stone-cold air.
That's...
That makes it worse somehow.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
What, are you
Tell me about
surprised?
Scotland Yard, Inspector.
You can't be surprised at this point.
Ever since I read about the adventures of Sherlock Holmes, I've been fascinated by the place.
The Yard is the most sophisticated policing organization you'll find anywhere in the world, Mom.
Oh, you know I've always dreamed of wearing a real Bobby's helmets.
It does make them look the part. Seeing that policeman there with his helmet on. You
Didn't
certainly
we
get-
see people wearing that in court when we were doing the McGilded case? Why is she freaking over this now?
Were they wearing Bobby hats? Helmets?
Maybe they weren't. I don't know.
I don't remember anymore either. Wait, no! These must be. No, they have gotta be the same people. One of them has a mustache, the other one doesn't, like the two bailiffs inside the frickin', like, defendant lobby.
Oh, Charlie and Dick are here again.
You certainly get the sense that this is a man who will take no nonsense in his duty of protecting the city.
I like that you immediately remembered their names with absolutely no pause whatsoever.
Hey, I named them. I will remember their names.
You know what? That's fair.
Oh, yes. Doesn't he look wonderful?
Being a London Bobby isn't hard going, I can tell you.
Oh, really?
First thing in the morning, you know what he does? Goes around and rouses all the laborers in his beat so they can get off to work.
What? He wakes people up?
Yep. Raps on the windows with a long pole. Did it myself going back a bit.
Who needs roosters when you have bobbies?
I had no idea.
Or alarm clocks. Actually, no, I don't think alarm clocks even existed yet.
They might have been in, like, the planning stages at this point. Who knows? The Bobby works for the people of the town. This is now one of his duties. After that, he starts tirelessly patrolling the streets all day long. He has to cover 20 miles a day. That's the regulation distance.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I can't really imagine how far that is, but it sounds like a long way.
And yet they still have time to go to the courthouse and sit in front of the building. Amazing. Give it up for these guys.
Just get all your walking in the morning, and then you're free for the rest of the afternoon.
Who stands in place?
Let me
As far as
see.
you can see.
20 miles. It's approximately the distance from Tokyo to Yokohama.
Thank you, Susato.
Wait, Yokohama?
On foot? That's...
From the critically acclaimed Yakuza Like a Dragon?
I was gonna make that joke and you beat me to it. Did you know there is an amazing company called Ichiban Holdings? They have a chicken on their board.
Oh. And I thought it was Nugget at first, but it's not. But I'm going to assume it's a descendant of Nugget at this point.
It probably is.
Because, well, Nugget, I don't know if you played Zero, you didn't play Zero yet, but there is...
I have not.
There is another chicken, and you there is a minigame for business management, but it's not as fun as this one in Yakuza 0, and you can hire a chicken. So, I'm going to believe Omelette is a descendant of Nugget now.
That's fair. He has to get his business acumen from somewhere.
Yes. On foot? That's definitely taking things a step too far.
Not with that attitude.
When it gets dark, of course, he has the important job of lighting all the gas street lamps. You guys don't have Learys?
Oh, bye.
And I suppose in between all of those duties, Bobbies are expected to investigate cases as well?
And chase after the criminals that are trying to evade the law.
You know, I don't think they're chasing anything if they've been walking for 20 miles, but sure.
They have robot legs. I'm not sure he caught in between exactly. More alongside, but yes.
Well, that doesn't make it any better, though.
They're expected to handle those jobs well. We do have men keying over from time to time, I admit.
Maybe you should fix your regulations? So
That's
that
not my
doesn't happen?
department. It's not my department. You have to take that up with the FAR.
Ugh.
I'd always dream of wearing one of those helmets, as I said. And it's with a heavy heart that I shall have to relinquish that dream to you, Mr. Naruhodo.
What? Your heavy heart will be my heavy head if you do. Why?
Oh, okay, so it was all fun and games up until you heard that they have responsibilities. And suddenly it's
Right.
like, oh, no, hang on. I just
totally-
wanted the look, not the responsibility. Hold up
I
now.
want to try on this helmet.
Alright, so then that means you're going to have to walk 20 miles every day.
Oh, never mind. Mr. Naruhodo, you can do it.
No.
It happened around 5 in the evening, 2 days ago. Just there on the top bit of the pavement there. The victim, a young woman, was stabbed with a blade from behind.
Is it right that the lady is still unconscious now? You mentioned that she's being treated in hospital.
I never said she was a lady.
Wow.
Truth is, unless she comes around pretty smartish, we won't be able to find out much about her at all.
I suppose that means they haven't been able to take a statement from her. Of course.
Now allow me to just stick my fish and chips into my pocket like this. It's not gonna get bad in any ways whatsoever.
He does it constantly. I don't know why. It's bothering me.
Here's a map of the local area I happen to have on me. You can take it if you want.
Really? Are you sure?
As sure as the chocolate on my border hat. It's the odd policy to give lawyers, defendants, suspects the odd bit of information to go on.
I haven't actually accepted the job yet, but still.
Thank you, Inspector. We gratefully accept.
Oh, right. Who's
Oh,
reading
right.
evidence now? Is it final? I guess you
You know what?
want.
I got the least voice rolls every time, so
Oh,
I'll
no,
do it.
It's either you or Lewis right now because Lewis doesn't
Local
have
map. A street map of the local area showing where the victim was found.
There we
You're
go.
perfect.
Okay, how about this? You and Final go back and forth.
I mean, I'm perfectly fine with Dragon Ball Z announcer voice again. I'm always happy to bring Dragon Ball Z announcer voice back.
I mean, we're in London. Maybe change up that Dragon Ball to be like some like Barker.
No. If we're going with Dragon Ball dubbing, everyone sounds Texan. You don't want to go that route.
No. Okay, gotta do announcer, gotta do a voice. Thomas and Tank Engine friends.
I don't have a
I was
reference
just
for
trying to
that,
bring back
unfortunately.
drawer number 3.
I don't have a reference point for Thomas.
Okay,
Alec Baldwin.
I will say right now, during the investigation portion, I think Lewis has the least amount of stuff to do at this moment. So, but either way,
Yeah, that's kind of why I jumped on, honestly.
yeah,
I
but
voiced no one.
yeah, but either way, you and Final can just go back and forth. To be honest.
I mean, sure.
Anyway, as far as we know, there was no one else on the scene other than the victim and your fellow countryman. So who did it, do you think? Not much of a head scratcher, is it?
Well, I know Mr. Natsume is also claiming not to have seen anyone else around, but
Just because he didn't see anyone, it doesn't mean we can't be sure that nobody else was present.
I'm sorry to have to tell you, but we most certainly can be sure.
How?
Because, ma'am. The precise moment of the stabbing didn't go unnoticed.
yet, what?
We have two very reliable witnesses, no less.
Hold on, didn't Soseki said there was no one but him
I'm
and
gonna be honest with you. Every time someone says that they have reliable witnesses in this game, they end up never being reliable.
Yep.
Okay.
I've literally never.
Okay,
I literally have not seen a single reliable witness since we got
Okay.
here.
But Lewis, go back to the previous case. One of those witnesses was technically reliable.
Which one was it?
Either fair play or first, because one of them did indeed see McGill stab that guy. Because we know he was actually the killer. It wasn't Beppo.
Ah!
I don't think they saw the moment of the stabbing. I think they saw it after the stabbing had occurred. Pretty sure
Oh,
that's what they
okay.
said, yeah.
Yeah, no one actually saw the moment.
Okay.
Yeah, I was like, I had to sit there and think about it for a moment, like, wait, no, that's not right.
Okay.
You're close, but not quite.
I hate that man. I'm glad he burned alive.
It was a typical foggy London day, and her clients obviously didn't see them.
There were witnesses now? Who are these witnesses, Inspector?
Othello and his wife, and the man's one of the most reliable and respectable citizens in all London. He's a cop off in Scotland Yard.
Ah!
A policeman? That might change things.
And this policeman just happened to be there at the exact moment when the woman was attacked?
Nothing peculiar about that, Mom. Part and parcel of being a bobby. Catching him banging the act and all that.
Wait, hang on. Didn't he get arrested in his house?
Yes, but we'll get there.
And so a policeman saw the stabbing and didn't immediately arrest him.
I'll just wait until they get home. I'm a polite policeman.
Good that's a valid thing to say. Maybe he ran too fast that they couldn't do anything. Maybe they stopped to invest. I don't know. Maybe they just were checking to make sure the woman was okay. To make sure the woman was okay.
Investigate what? If this policeman saw the stabbing, the first thing he should have done is pin down. What's the term again? The culprit. Pin down the culprit and then check. Suspect.
Culprit.
There we go.
Suspect.
Well, I mean, if you saw the moment, then he's a culprit.
Yeah, I guess that would be the culprit.
And before anyone says, but what about the lady? If he was with his wife could have looked after the lady to see if she was okay.
Well, we'll find out what exactly
Immediately
happened
this
later.
already falls apart. Immediately this already falls apart.
He's just the messenger here. Don't blame Gregson for this.
I'm not blaming Gregson. I'm just saying immediately this falls apart.
Oh, okay.
Do you think it might be possible for us to ask that policeman a few questions?
Or any?
Being like, yes, you can ask him whatever you like. In court tomorrow.
You're funny. Oh.
I have no doubt he'll be summoned as a witness. So that'll give you something to look forward to.
Okay. That's that then. He's got no intention of letting us meet the man beforehand, it seems.
But because this is an Ace Attorney game, we'll probably find the man beforehand.
Policeman witnessed the incident. As your judicial assistant, I must warn you that this could make our job very difficult indeed.
Yes, as a non-judicial assistant, I would have warned me of that too. Oh, yes, one more thing, Inspector.
What?
The person who led you to the suspect. I hear that was Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
What are you bringing him up for?
Was it something I said? The color is drained from his cheeks.
I mean, you can understand why.
You pushed the Sholmes button. You shouldn't
have did that.
That Switch Japanese bloke goes on trial tomorrow. I think I want to be offending him or not.
Why are you asking me this when you just gave me a map? Anyway,
Makes no difference to me, but I'll just say this. No one than Arthur's lawyer wanted to sort of touch the case with a barge pole.
because the prosecution is being handled by the Reaper of the Bailey, you mean?
Aye. There's no way to save the man now. It's a waste of time trying. It is all a bit strange, though.
Sorry?
The Reaper. He hasn't appeared in court for once a good few years now.
Yes, we did hear something to that effect.
And the only people he usually bothers with are the real scum. The master criminals. The violent ones.
The master criminals?
Violent ones?
That's right. He unpicks his victims, only deals with those guaranteed to go to the gallows for their sins.
But Mr. Natsumi wouldn't hang for what he's accused of, surely. The victim's
That's
not,
just
he's
my
not
point,
dead!
sunshine.
But she's not dead!
Yes, as I said, it's just my point, sunshine. Yes, the young woman was stabbed, but it didn't kill her. Couldn't even say the intent was there. So this isn't the sort of case that I'd expect a Reaper to want to sink his teeth into, for want of a better phrase.
Well, it's not exactly a minor infraction, is it?
No, there's got to be more to it. Some reason he's taken an interest.
Really? What sort of reason, Inspector?
You think I can tell you what's going on inside the head of that Lord of Darkness?
Excuse you!
I was referring to the Reaper, not to you, Lord Dracula.
That's better!
God. You'll have to ask him yourself at tomorrow's trial.
Are we really gonna have to face the Reaper again? The Lord of Darkness, as he puts it.
What did I just say?
Hey, I didn't say he did!
I'm going to have to ask you people to stop invoking the name of the Lord of Darkness. Or I'm going to have to stop asking you to pay royalties.
Lord of Darkness is not a trademark.
What
over
did I
here
just
in the
say?
UK.
What did I
it's not-
just
it's not a
say?
trademark. It's trademark back in Japan. The
This
Dracula,
is
you
very
gotta go back
typical
to
of
Japan.
Konami.
Yeah. Look, if we can't say the trademark of the English character that's in this region, we can say the trademark of the Japanese character that's not in this region. So there.
Do I look Japanese to you, my good man?
Castlevania is a Japanese property. Checkmate.
Who said anything about Castlevania?
You did.
Excuse you, we are talking about the Lord of Darkness.
Griggs is just standing here just like,
Ignore
what the
that
fuck?
blabber. Ignore that blabber. Who did you hear that name from?
He just, that unamused expression is so perfect to that whole argument. It was Mr. Natsumi who mentioned it. He said that Mr. Shones was with the police when they entered his lodgings.
Oh, good, you're talking about him. I thought you were talking about that Lord of Darkness crap again.
I
Yes,
swear!
but still, who would bring up that name, Sholmes?
I'm sure it resulted one of Mr. Sholmes' inspirational's great deduction.
Fiddle Fodder!
Ah!
I love that.
That man's an amateur. I'm getting sick and tired of him showing his mug everywhere.
Oh.
I don't know where he gets his information from, but he turns up to see the crime. Wanders on spouting incomprehensible rubbish, and before you know it, he claims to have solved the case.
Yes, he's quite astounding, isn't he? That's a
Probably
word.
Ryunosuke, I feel like you'd bond more with the inspector here because you both seem to have that exact same opinion of him.
He is a great help to Scotland Yard, though. Isn't he?
Gibble gabber!
Aha!
Gibble gabble fiddle faddle.
Gibble
Ever seen
gabble!
this before?
Oh, yeah. That's Rant's magazine.
The wonderful publication where the adventures of Harlock Sholmes appears.
Yes, well, that wonderful publication, as you put it, sees fit to include several of the Yard's detectives in his stories. And that so-called great detective makes a mockery of all of us. If you ask anyone in the Yard, it's a misadventure to be included in any Harlock Sholmes tale at all.
I suppose there is an element of that.
We walk our stalks off, every one of us, only to be frumped in the public thanks to this obnoxious detective. The man's as dangerous as us to Scotland Yard as he is to all of our criminals.
That can't really be true, can it, Inspector?
We are watching her hopes and dreams vanish before our eyes.
Right? Clearly, the great detective and the police have a complex relationship. Well, I don't think we're going to get any more useful information out of the detective.
It's the Naruhodo. Can I make a suggestion?
Oh, yeah, what is it?
Well, it seems to me that we must speak with him about this.
Oh, by him, do you mean
No.
Mr.
No.
Sholmes?
No.
The Harlock Sholmes, exactly.
No!
Look at those shining eyes. You can't wait, can you? Well, Mr. Natsumi did blame Mr. Sholmes for all of this, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He really did. Which makes him an involved party in this case. Are you just going to ignore that? I hope not.
I wish we could ignore that.
I assure you, it's not simply my selfish desire to meet with Mr. Sholmes again.
You know, if
Yeah,
you,
you said it, not me.
yeah, if you hadn't said that at all, the trouble is, we have no idea of the man's address, even.
It's Baker Street.
Oh my god.
Please don't do a Susato takedown on the hard pavements in the cold.
How do you know that?
He read it in a book.
It's in the stories, of course. 221B Baker Street, the most famous address in all the world.
Oh, I see. Well, there's nothing to stop us from going, I suppose.
Unfortunate.
Thanks, Dr. Wilson, for like, this is where I live with my friends. Are you sure you want to write that down? That's fine. No one's gonna come and bother us.
We better try to find our way there before Susato-san gets any more excited and unpredictable. No, we're gonna go look at stuff.
I'll summon a carriage.
No, we're not going anywhere yet. So we're to have a reunion already.
How unfortunate.
With the great detective, Mr. Herlock Sholmes.
I'm not gonna say it 3 times.
No, we're not. I'm gonna look at the
Beetlejuice,
snowman.
Beetlejuice.
No! And then Herlock Sholmes appears in the background. Poof!
What? Wait!
Just peeks out from the ceiling, like right there on the right.
Why
right
did he
next
get
to
summoned by
right next to
Beetlejuice?
Kennerson
Okay,
Brewery.
okay,
He just
funny.
shows up on the ceiling.
There's actually a Twitter account that literally puts Sherlock in anything. Like Herlock, he just puts him in everything, like whatever you want, and that's all they do. And yeah, that's exactly what Herlock does. So.
Oh man, okay, I hope they put them in the... I hope...
They put him in a Xenoblade game at one point, I think. I don't know which one, but anyway.
Alright, well, when the Broadway revival, or no, the Broadway comeback of Beetlejuice the Musical comes about, I hope Herlock Sholmes shows up for no apparent reason in one show and one show only.
What a delightful snowman.
I didn't realize the English had a tradition of making snowman as well. It looks a little creepy, though.
How does it look creepy?
It's just
Oh, it has a scarf. Look.
You'd need one if you were out in this freezing cold all the time. I wish I had one.
Our budget is somewhat frozen at the moment, too. We certainly can't afford a scarf.
Surely the snowman here wouldn't miss his... Oh my god, Naruhodo!
But the person who made the snowman certainly would.
Yes, I know, you're right. Anyway, even
It's
if
okay,
I borrowed
Susato.
it-
Your fiery, youthful spirit will keep you warm.
Even if I borrowed it, it wouldn't do much to warm my neck, would it? It's covered in snow.
Oh, let the skull in your carriage. They use vehicles like this to rush the crime scenes and cut away criminals.
You're very well informed, aren't you?
It's long been a dream of mine to ride one of those through the streets of London.
Well, just pick up a stone and throw it through one of the windows then.
But that would mean being arrested in order to ride it. Wouldn't it? Still, if it's the only way, help me find a good stone.
No, I wasn't serious! Susato, please, get back into reality!
This bicycle, look! Although the wheel is so misshapen, I'm sure it couldn't possibly be ridden anymore.
Someone must have been doing some breakneck cycling.
I didn't even see the bike before you clicked on it, so I was just like, look, a building. And she's like, there's a bike there. I'm like, wait, there's a bike?
Yep!
It seems bicycles have become extremely popular in London recently. There's even a movement to change women's dress to allow them to ride as well.
The bicycle fad won't last. I don't see why anyone would want to ride something like that. I have news for you.
Your descendant rides a bicycle to work.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Goodness, do you dislike bicycles?
I definitely don't like bicycles. No, not at all. I mean, it's not that I dislike them exactly. It's
Look,
just that,
I don't want a metal pole up my ass. All right, leave me alone.
It's just that any occupation that involves taking both your feet off firm ground seems reckless.
Okay,
You used
so
to mock like
Naruhodo...
in Pokemon, didn't you?
So, Naruhodo hates bicycles, carriages, boats, planes, literally any vehicle of transportation, because technically you take your feet off the ground.
He also hates
Probably
doctors.
hates the omnibus too, given, well, someone burned alive in that.
I was
and got
gonna
stabbed.
say!
Yeah.
If you ever tried walking on stilts and fallen into a river, I know you'd agree with me. Are
Have you done that?
Are you speaking from experience?
We'll have to hire a bicycle sometime.
We'll have to hire a bicycle?
Yep. We'll hire a bicycle.
Oh, okay. I'm sure there's
Does the-
actually like a cool.
Does the bicycle accept fares?
You can sit behind me while I ride you around.
I'm glad I picked that.
Oh, okay. There's
Yeah, the bike's
dent.
right there.
Okay.
clouds
I was
look
like,
so-
I'm like the wheels look fine.
The clouds look so big and heavy in the sky, don't they?
Welcome to London.
And with the dense fog as well, everything looks hazy.
Is it fog or is it that smoke that's constantly billowing out of that pipe in the background?
Yes.
Hi, so we're in the past. Can we tell you about this thing coming up that's called climate change? Yeah, so we need you to get off
It's-
this energy source right now.
It's called industrialization, but bad.
Yeah.
The bad side of it. Anyway,
Well, it is there as a foggy London town.
I can just make out some sort of spire through the fog. It looks like it's still being built, though.
I have never seen an animation before. That's cute.
Aha, yes! That must be the Crystal Tower, being built for the great exposition that's to open in 6 months' time.
The Crystal Tower?
Yes! From the critically
Yes.
acclaimed find. No. Anyway,
Oh,
No, we're
I
not
was
doing
gonna
this
say
again.
from Crystal Tokyo and Sailor Moon.
From the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, which now lets you go up to level 60 in the free trial that includes Heaven's Sword. Oh no, I messed that up, whatever.
which is available again. Anyway,
Apparently, it's going to be very striking. Glaze on all sides and symbolic centerpiece of the exposition.
it's to be the largest exposition in history, is it? I can't even begin to imagine it.
The line said exhibition, and then I read it incorrectly as exhibition, and then Ryunosuke said exhibition, so I was like, oh, never mind, I'm fine.
That's one of the officers from Scotland Yard. The police are making sure the crime scene is undisturbed. I have a feeling that if we wander too close, we'll be clapped in irons.
I think perhaps you're being a little overcautious. We've done nothing wrong, so we have no cause for concern.
Oh no, I'm not getting caught out again. Twice is enough. Twice I found myself in handcuffs despite not knowing a thing about what was going on.
Yes, you've had some dreadful experiences. I'm sure that it's that wide-eyed look of panic you're so prone to. It does you no favors at all.
Yeah, definitely. No, I'm just in the wrong place at the wrong time. Ugh. But sure, we'll roll with that, I guess. Alright, let's go to Baker Street then. And we'll probably stop there as soon as we head in. There's a cutscene.
Oh,
Someone's gonna die, aren't they?
Yeah, as soon as we open the Baker Street door, a dead body falls out.
Very much.
Look, if there's a cutscene, someone's gonna die.
In the street. Good day. Thanks again.
being
This is
quiet
it.
because I want to hear
The
Mark.
residence of Mr. Herlock Showers.
Okay, it's a house.
It's a pretty nice looking house.
You beat the odds by not having someone die.
The inside, on the other hand. 19th of February, 12:53 p.m., Sholmes' suite.
Wait, how did they get in?
They broke in.
Yeah, they broke in. So this is where the great detective makes his living. It feels surreal to be here somehow. Maybe their office is downstairs and they sleep upstairs. So maybe
Maybe they leave the
downstairs is
door
open.
up. Maybe they leave the door unlocked so no one breaks it down.
Is it as described in the stories, Miss Susato? Susato-san? Okay, if I can't get your attention in English, I'm gonna get your attention in Japanese.
Many famous cases have been solved here in this very room.
He's gonna die.
Oh, I suppose they must have been, yes. I've never read the stories, so it's hard to get quite as excited about it as she seems to be.
The detective chases the villain relentlessly as he disappears into the fog and down in London streets.
Mr. Sato, are you okay?
Oh, the
you need some water?
The romanticism. Can't you feel your heart thumping in your chest? That's Mr. Naruhodo.
Oh, I suppose I can, yes.
No, if you don't mind. I'm going to pivot. I'll just stand here and soak up all the atmosphere for a while longer. Oh, it's such a dream. Please, don't mind me.
She's obsessed.
I feel like we should have just stopped the video with her turning around, just being, I'm just gonna soak this up a little longer.
Well,
And it's like, oh, well, we're just gonna give her like 2 or 3 days to soak that up.
it looks like our detective friend isn't home at present. Excuse me, is anybody home?
Oh, do we have a visitor?
Oh no.
Hello! Is it a big new case for Mr. Shows?
Hello? Wait, aren't you...
Oh, how rude of me. I'll go and make some tea at once.
I'm sure it's the same girl. Mrs. Sato, did you see the girl who was just here?
Yes, isn't it truly extraordinary?
Oh my god.
You know what? Yeah, we can stop here. There's no music, but that's fine. We're just gonna stop here so it roll us back to this scene. So yeah, we'll let her admire this until the next video then. We'll see you all then.
She clearly just wants to be here. Give her 2 or 3 days to admire the scenery.
His speakers, his whatever the hell that thing is in the middle of his desk. I want to touch all of it.
That's right, Mr. Sato, just go off.